Hi guys, Jason from JVA Carp Adventures, and you join me on another Friday after work o'clock when I'm back at Mousehole Lakes for vlog number 45 of the Mousehole Diaries. Now slightly special this time guys, because one, I'm with Emma, two, I've taken a little bit of a half day off today so we can get here a little bit earlier, get set up, and just to let you know, we are on Kingfisher swim 8. Now I have got the rods in, I'll show you where they are in a minute, but that's all. So let me show you how the swim's looking at the minute. It's not got a thing done to it guys. Alright guys, so whilst I'm actually just going to quickly show you the swim, I thought I might as well just show you where I've put the rods quickly. So I've literally just put the rods out there, and I've gone for here, there, and then the solid PVA bag underneath here guys. Incidentally, this weekend the solid PVA bags are going to be that 45 pounder pot bait that I was using last week on Kestrel. I'm going to be using one of them at least this week. So it does look like there's a guy who's just had one, I think in swim 10 by the look of it, or 12. So yeah, looks like a fish has just come out, so happy days. Right, as you can see guys, we've got Emma over there chilling, and that was what she will be doing for the rest of the weekend, and then the rest of my gear there. So essentially where I'm standing, we need to get the O2 man up, so I'm going to crack on, get all that set up guys, and then we'll bring you back to this lovely lake. I think we're both looking forward to a nice kebab meat and chips later. So let me get set up, get the house in order, and then I'll come back to you with a bit more of an introduction of what I'm doing this weekend guys. Right guys, so Friday early evening, just gone 5 o'clock, thought I'd give you a little bit of an update. So our food turned up about 20 past 4, just ate as much as I could, and typically 15 minutes later one of the rods went off. So I'm in swim 8, if you know it, I've got a tree in front of me. I just underhand cast a PVA bag over there earlier, it went off, it was on for probably about 30 seconds and then I lost it. So bit gutted on that, but does show me that there are fish in the area, so I'm not unhappy about it. So let my dinner go down a little bit, got the old bait boat out and put the deeper on, marked up some spots. So now I'm going to do something that I generally don't do, which is bait up. So at Mousehole I generally just use a small amount of bait here, but I have found of late, I've been a few places and I've gone quietly the first night. The second night I've put the vortex out, which is a bait spreader, put a good spread of bait out, watched where I felt the most bubbling was or the fizzes was, put a rod there, and I've had a fish. So I did exactly the same thing on Kestrel last week. Again, first day I did nothing, second day I used the vortex and I had a fish. So I've decided this week I'm actually going to start off on that vein. So I've kind of got it in my head, I've picked two spots, one mid-channel between me and the island in front of me, and then one under the tree, and I think I'm actually going to put two under the tree, which again isn't normally how I fish, but I know if I put a good spread of bait over then I should be alright. I think obviously pin the line down with back leads, I reckon I'll get away, get two over there, one in mid-channel, and that's definitely going to be the plan for tonight guys. So I think what I'm going to first do is just set the boat up, put the vortex on, get the bait out, let my food go down a little bit more, make up some rigs for tonight, and then probably, not for a good couple hours, get the rigs out. I'm going to leave what's out there now. Sorry guys, just watching the water, there is definitely fizzy on one of the spots I've picked, so yeah, it should be alright. And actually the guys 2 or 3 swims down actually had a 28 pounder earlier as well, so it's looking hopeful guys, I've got to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to get the stealth cam vortex on, get a good amount of bait out on 2 spots, and I think that's what I'm going to concentrate on for this weekend guys. I'm probably initially going to put about half a kilo out, I think, on the 2 spots, so not all on one. Leave me with about a kilo for the weekend if I want to be topping it up and all the rest, or if I want to change spots. Alright guys, I might show you that going out, just so you can get to see the vortex. Also guys, on that front, if you haven't watched my review of the vortex, I'm going to give you a link below. But long story short, if you want to buy the vortex guys, when you're filling out the notes, if you put in JVA Carpy, sorry guys, I've got sweat rolling into my eyes, that's how hot it is at the minute. So if you put in JVA Carpy in the notes, Steve at Stealth Cams will upgrade you from a 3 amp battery to a 7 amp battery, and that's what I've got. and that essentially means, guys, you're going to be able to use the bait spreader for twice as long as you would on the 3 amp battery. So it's a really worthwhile upgrade, guys. So if you like the Vortex bait spreader and you decided it's something you want to buy, make sure you put JVA Carpy in the notes, and Steve will upgrade you free to the 7 amp battery. Alright guys, catch up with you later. Yeah, you'll see in a sec when I release it. Hi guys, so it's about 7:30 Friday. I pulled the rods in for a little while, went to loo, come back, got them back out. So I'm going to let you know what's on what rod and where, and it's going to be quite hard, guys, because I've actually got the sun in my face and I can't actually see anything too well. So I'm going to try and do it the best I can. So first one is 3/4 of the way out to this island. That is just a test bait A. Now, alright guys, so just to let you know, the middle rod is also on test bait A, but a pop-up, and it's underneath this canopy here. So where the canopy is, I'm about 2 foot forward of it. And the last one, which is actually one of those 45-pound baits from the bait room, which is Tiger Toffee and Vanilla, I believe, is where you've got this little gap here. I'm in there about 2 foot as well, guys. That's in a solid PVA bag. Now I will let you know, I did actually have a bite off that site earlier. Was on for probably about 35 seconds and then I lost it. So all I've done between then and now is put the Vortex out from Stealth Cams UK and put out a good spread of bed. I'm probably a little bit more confident that sometime between now and the morning I should get a bite. If I do, obviously I'll give you an update later, guys. Thanks for watching. Morning guys, so 6:30 Saturday morning, and obviously by that lack of footage it means I didn't have a fish. Now I've got to be honest guys, I'm a little bit surprised on this one. I definitely felt the baiting tactic with the Vortex was going to be good yesterday. The only thing that might be going against me is everything is kind of matched the hatch. So I've got test bait A out with test bait A matching boilies, and then I've got that 45-pound bait out from last week, which is also the same kind of colour, so they're all sort of a tan colour. And I'm thinking maybe I want something to stand out a bit, although that said, the pop-up is actually white. So it is a white pop-up that's been out, and I've actually just recast that this morning. The only thing I can think is either a lot of bait hasn't worked, or wasn't the right thing to do, or that the colours aren't quite doing it for me. So another thing that happened yesterday is I needed to swap sides with Emma, which kind of meant I wasn't watching the water through the evening, so I didn't really get any indications of anything last night. But that said, I also didn't hear anything bosh out last night, so yeah, been a little bit awkward. But this morning, having my morning coffee outside, I did actually see a fish bosh close to the island, and I weren't a million miles away from it, maybe 2 rod lengths away, but I brought it in, put it back out with just a small mesh bag of about 7 or 8 boilies. So fingers crossed. Like I said, it's only 6:30, so there's 3 hours left of bite time before I pull the rods in, go for a comfort break, and then I may go back to the van and get maybe some pineapple tigers. It's the one thing that's always done me good, so I think if I'm going to put anything of a different colour maybe the pineapple tigers. I have actually got the OG fish here, and I have actually got an OG fish orange made up in a solid PVA bag, so that's definitely one that could go out. Obviously orange has been doing it for me a bit lately, which is strange because I haven't used it for years. So that's your morning update, guys. It has rained during the night. We're meant to have a little bit more rain today, I think about 12 o'clock, but for now it's pleasant. I think it's about 14 degrees. It's overcast, sun will come out this afternoon. So I'm hoping whilst we've got it overcast that it should be good for a bite, to be fair, guys. Just got to hope that maybe putting all that bait out yesterday hasn't moved them away, but I don't know, I don't think so. I think there's definitely been enough fish movement yesterday to convince me they're moving around, pre-spawn, they should be feeding up. So I might be putting all my eggs in one basket here, guys, but I think I'm more than likely going to end up putting out more bait today and changing to brighter colours. I think that's going to do it for me. So 6:30 now, let's see if I've had anything by 10:30. If not, rods will come in, have a comfort break, pop back to the van and get, I think, pineapple tigers. It's always done me good. Alright guys, give you an update later. Alright guys, so just put all the 3 rods out, so I'm going to show you where they are, and then I'm going to show you my baiting strategy for this week. Now I will let you know, so far it hasn't worked, but I'm going to stick with it because I do believe it's the right strategy for this weekend. The only thing I have done is I've now changed what was sort of match the hatch type beige baits to now bright colours. So my right hand rod, which I'll point to in a minute, is the Mousehole Baits own brand, which is the Steamies, and that's one of their pineapple wafters, and that's out towards this island just about there. The middle rod, which is one of my old favourites, Bait Solutions Pineapple Tigers pop up, I've actually put, so I'll zoom in just a little bit more for you guys, just underneath the corner of this tree here, so just underneath this tree. And then the last one, which is a Parker Baits OG fish in orange, because I've been doing quite well with orange lately, guys. I've kind of just try and get it right, just put it under this canopy in here, guys. But what I want to do now, and what I'm going to show you on camera, is put a good amount of bait just in this general area. So with the spread of bait from the vortex, it's going to cover pretty much both of those areas. Don't forget, guys, with the vortex as well, there is a review on my channel, so I'll put a link below. But if you do decide it's something that would make a difference to your fishing, particularly if you go in France or anywhere like that, and you're interested in buying one, when you go into Stealth Cam UK site and you put it in your basket, don't forget, go down to the notes, put in code JVA Carpy, and that will upgrade you from the 3 amp battery it comes with to a 7 amp, guys. So that's going to give you a lot more life. Okay, under. Hi guys, so Saturday afternoon, 3:30, and probably about 45 minutes to an hour ago I actually had my first fish. So as I said earlier, I was changing my hook baits today, so I was on a test bait and I was on that 45-pound bait, and by this morning I hadn't had any fish, so I decided I was going to go over to yellow. Now from all the years being at Bait Solutions, Pineapple Tigers has always been my first choice and has caught me the most amount of fish. So I put one yellow pop up on, which was Bait Solutions Pineapple Tigers, but also Mousehole's own bait, their Steamies wafters. These are also Pineapple Tigers, so very similar to the Pineapple Tigers I'm used to, and I've got to be honest, quite buoyant as well, guys. So check them with whatever hook you're doing, because I actually trimmed it down a bit. So trimmed it down a bit, put it out towards the island, but in open water, guys. So I didn't go all the way towards the island. I probably would have shown you earlier. And lo and behold, about 2:30, 2:45, it went off with a 22-pound 10 ghosty of a common. So let's show you that now, guys. Alright guys, so my first of the trip, lovely ghosty, weighing 22.10. Has been a little bit feisty, so I expect it to play up a little bit. Yeah, in fact, before I do anything guys, I'm just going to treat its mouth. Because I know it's going to give me a problem. Can put some more in that guys. Alright guys, let's get that for you. £22.10. There you go. Emma's just reminded me because I'm terrible. Definitely going to play up a little bit here guys. As you can hear, a little bit feisty. But beautiful. So we're going to get her up. See if you can get them to relax. And then when you can, roll them forward guys. There you go. 22.10 of absolutely gorgeous ghostie from Mousehole Lakes. Alright guys, so here we go. £22.10 ghostie going back, which was on Mousehole bait. She doesn't want to wait around guys. I would have thought she might have wanted a rest. On Mousehole baits, pineapple tigers, £22.10. Look at that ghost. There she goes. Thank you for the visit. Alright guys, so as you can see, lovely fish, really happy with that. And literally I've put it, just cast it back out to the same spot with a small little mesh bag. Now that area as well as the other area I'm fishing in the middle, I did use the bait boat earlier with the vortex and a good spread of bait, so I do believe there should be, and in fact we have seen enough fish moving around today. And in fact that fish I caught just now, Emma believes she saw it earlier underneath the tree, so we have got a rod there, but it was a ghostie that she saw, and you know that was the right sort of size, so I believe that's probably the fish she saw. So happy days, we've caught it. So now fingers crossed we can get a few more under our belt before we leave. Another one or two I think would be really nice. Conditions are quite good here, sun's out now, temperature's definitely warming up. I'm sweating, obviously I've been dealing with a fish so I'm sweating, but rods are back out. I'm on baits that I'm feeling a bit more confident in. Pineapple tigers have always done well for me. I have also got one orange OG fish out in a solid PVA bag, so but I've done different colours on that, so I've actually got a pink that I'll probably be putting out for this evening. But for now I'm just going to keep watching the water guys. I might end up pinging a few boilies about just for a little bit of noise in the water, and fingers crossed I'll be able to bring you another fish. So thanks for watching up to now guys, hope you're enjoying the vlog, and I'll give you an update later. Alright guys, so 8 o'clock Saturday evening, just thought I'd show you what I'm putting out before I put them out. So starting at the front, that there is a Mousehole Lakes Steamies Pineapple Tigers. In the solid PVA bag is a yellow OG fish, and then I've gone for a white OG fish wafter. So that's what's going out guys. In a little while after I've put them out, I'll show you where they are, but most of them are staying relatively close if I'm honest guys. Hi guys, so I'm going to apologise straight off the bat. Again, it's one of those occasions where I've got the sun in my eyes and I can barely see the screen if I'm honest. But I'm going to tell you what's on what and roughly where. So the first one is actually one of Mousehole own baits, which are Steamies, and in the Pineapple Tigers flavour, which is kind of a flavour I used to use previously on bait solution, so it's a flavour I'm happy with. That's a yellow wafter guys, and from where I am I've gone in the direction of the BB which is in swim 7, so over here guys, but probably where you see my finger now, so not even halfway out. That's where I've gone with the first one, guys. Second one, where you've got this tree line in front of us, there is like a path down here that I've seen loads of feeding fish along this pathway that way. So I haven't gone, oh I have, yeah, I've literally just gone under the start of the first branch really. So I was a lot further forward yesterday, but I've come a bit closer to myself today, and that is a yellow OG fish in a solid PVA bag. And the last one is, I don't think you're going to see it, guys, but we've got a canopy over here, and last night I was underneath it. Today I'm actually just out in front of it, and that again is a white OG fish wafter. I have put a little bit of bait out on all of those spots, guys, and I'll be honest, I'm quite confident. I also baited up another spot just over to this margin over here, because there was 2 fish that jumped here earlier. So obviously I put a rod there for the remainder of the day, but up to 8 o'clock we didn't really have anything. So I've gone to where I've had the most fish, which is under this canopy here, but I've been just in front of it, along this channel here, and then a little bit more out here. But not tight to any islands or anything like that for tonight, guys. And I've got to be honest, I am kind of confident that one of them is going to go before the morning. So fingers crossed I can hook up with you again later for an update, and hopefully another whopper. Thanks for watching, guys. Morning, guys. So 4 o'clock Sunday morning, and yet that lack of footage means again I've had nothing through the night. Haven't heard much go off. So I don't know if anyone else has been catching through the night or not. Bit strange, but yeah, definitely no fish for me during the night. Just made me and Emma a coffee. So while she's popped off to the loo, I thought I'd quickly just do a quick little update, guys. So gonna have a coffee, wake up a little bit, hopefully get to switch sides with Emma so I can watch the water for a bit. And then yeah, fingers crossed, before we leave, have another fish. That's your morning update, guys. Hi guys, so it's about 8:30 Sunday morning, and to be honest, could do with being off in a couple of hours. It's Emma's 50th birthday next week, so we need to get home, pack, and then go off to Great Yarmouth next week. So I'm going to call a close to this session, even though I will be packing down stuff. If I do get a bite, obviously I'll pull the camera back out and we'll get you some film footage of it. Go. Alright guys, you're not going to believe this. I was off loading up the fishmobile, and old Emma here with her bad arms only gone and got herself an absolute massive PB. 27.5 pound common. It gave her a really good fight. Fortunately I got back in time just to help get it in. But for her birthday week celebrations, this is an absolutely lovely fish, guys. I'm going to get it up for you. I'm going to hold it for Emma. It's just a little bit, typical this gets down, but it's a little bit big, and as with commons, probably a little bit feisty. Would you mind put that bucket over this, baby? Or just give, let me do it, I'll do it. Already been treated with propolis, guys, so we'll just get it up. Absolute unit. Oh well, don't matter, we can do that side first. If you feel them stiffen up, guys, just let them relax for a little bit. There you go, guys, come a bit closer in. 27.5 pound, guys, absolute beauty. Alright guys, so Emma's new PB, I just got it in for the very last bit of the fight. She's done amazing, guys, but I'll tell you what, 27.5 pound of absolute common brute. Beat me up massively. Look at that, guys. Look at the absolute pristine fish here at Mousehole. Absolute gorgeous. We're going to let her rest, guys, because She gave a really good fight. Never be in a rush to get rid of them. She's taken a couple deep breaths.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the visit. So obviously I've only just had one fish this trip, but different trips have different meanings, guys, and for this trip it was just a case of me and Emma chilling out at Mousehole Lakes. Beautiful surroundings, fantastic food, guys. I've got to be honest, we had kebab meat and chips Friday night, friggin' so nice. Then we had curry and chips last night, which was also nice, and then we also had this toffee cheesecake, which was the nuts. I've got to be honest. Alright guys, well, I don't normally have dessert at Mousehole because I'm always too full, to be honest, but this is cheesecake, and Emma's just devoured hers and told me it's amazing, so I've got to have it. And I've got to be honest, the smell is amazing. I cannot wait to try this. Let's have a little go at this, guys. Have a little go at this. Oh my god, guys, it's like a toffee cheesecake. That is the nuts. Listen guys, if you're next to our Mousehole, you've got to give their desserts a try. I've got to be honest, I've already told Joe this morning that cheesecake was off the chart. I'm definitely having that again next time I'm here. If they've got cheesecake on at Mousehole Lakes, guys, and you like cheesecake, you need to try it. It is absolutely banging. Alright guys, look, thank you very much for watching. Sorry there hasn't been more fish, but the rods will still be in for about another hour and a half, so there's still a chance. There's always a chance when the rods are in the water. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. Listen, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a thing and it helps me out immensely. If you've enjoyed this vlog, which is vlog number 45 of the Mousehole Diaries, give it the old thumbs up. And if you want to be notified of future posts, hit that bell icon. Bear in mind, I post every single Friday at 6:30 PM, guys. So, only leaves me to say, stay safe, stay fishing. I'll see you in the next vlog.